After the whiplash I had nothing for the first day, maybe 2 days, and then suddenly I had this like deep burning pain in my neck which sort of generated down into my shoulders. I just sort of like put up with it for a couple of days, and then when the pain seemed to get worse I went in to see my GP, and my GP referred me to see a physiotherapist.
The symptoms can vary, but most commonly people get soreness in the neck, which can come into the neck and down into the shoulders, and it can sometimes come down into the arms as well.
The physio told me first of all that it was just perfectly normal not to panic, and that it wasn't any damage, it was just a result of the accident. And he gave me some simple exercises to do that I could do at home or I could do at work. And these were just ones just to keep my neck moving and just to stop it going stiff, really. I still experienced pain for a few weeks, but the actual movement was so much better. I was able to actually move my head, I was able to move my shoulders, and I could sleep. It probably took 3 or 4 weeks before I felt comfortable.
When an injury is very fresh, so maybe after 2-3 days when it's still very sore and painful, rather than keeping it still, it's important to move the neck. And basically just the normal simple movements. So your movements that are involved are turning left and turning right, side to side, and then just up and down. And it doesn't have to be as far as it can go, because as far as it can go may be very uncomfortable. 4 or 5 movements in each direction, do that 3 or 4 or 5 times a day.
After I had the injury I got a bit of pain in the neck, sort of to the side and around the back towards the shoulder, and sort of the top of the back as well. The first few days I sort of stayed in bed, and then it was sort of got worse. I couldn't drive at all. I had difficulty sort of getting dressed and washing and that kind of stuff, so it was really, really painful. The first thing I did is I went to the GP and I described the problems I was having, and he told me to go and see the physiotherapist. He told me to keep moving, because if I didn't keep moving it, there's a chance that it could get worse, to keep active basically.
So it's really little and often, and regular exercise is the best thing.
It's important to take the medications consistently and as prescribed by your pharmacist or GP.
The benefit of having the pain reduced is that you'll feel like moving more anyway. You'll feel less pain when you exercise, so you'll move better, and as you move better it'll heal better. So you're in a very nice positive circle really, so it's very important people stay on top with painkillers. Another good thing for controlling the pain of a whiplash is using cold and heat. Initially the first 1 to 3 days, ice may be more beneficial because it will help with the spasm, it will help numb some of the pain, and it will limit the inflammation. Once the body's gone through several days of the healing process, the problem becomes more one of tension in the muscles, and heat's much better at relaxing tension. And having, say, a heat pack, a hot water bottle, or these microwavable heat packs that you can use on for 30 to 40 minutes to let the area get really warm, making sure you don't burn yourself, can be very, very relieving.
Self-management is usually the best form of management for whiplash injury, but it is also important that if your symptoms don't get better, to go back to visit your doctor again for further assistance.
Seeing a physio was great. It was just a reassurance really. It just made me feel as if I was in safe hands. They just give you the control back in your life to get over your problem.
And the best way to recover is to stay in control, stay positive, stay active, and you'll have a faster, speedier and better long-term recovery.
I think having the physiotherapy made a vast difference. I think it sped the recovery up and basically put me in control. If it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd have been back to full health as soon as I was.